story. I mean, the sponsor too would give us info, but it just keeps coming back, so whatever. I kind of see it, but still got an S. With Dalxia's cryptoglobin in hand, we headed right for the hangar. We ran down the halls at full tilt. We arrived at the gym, then through the hole hidden under the loose floorboard. I forgot for a second it was in the gym. We went to the escape pod hangar.
Ah!
Commune! We got Dalxia's cryptoglobin! We finally did it! Commune, give me a high five! We held up our hard-won syringes of cryptoglobin and announced the good news to Commune, but... Huh? Commune?
Oh.
Maybe she's taking a nap.
Huh?
Hey, little shrine maiden girl! Come on already! Shit. We called out, but Commune didn't come. She must be focused on her work inside the pod. I checked inside, but... there was no sign of her in the escape pod either. Why?
なんでどうしてカミュンがいないの？危ないから格納庫から出ちゃダメだってちゃんと言っておいたのに。
もしかすると私たちがダルシャーと戦っているのに気づいて様子を見に行ったのかも。
カミュンちゃん、私たちがダルシャーに勝てるかすごく心配してたもんね。
すぐにカミュンを探そう。今たちに見つかったらまずい。
She's more than likely a target of the invader hunt. If the twins find her, they might go after her in hopes of getting her points, like what happened with Ava. We sprinted out of the storeroom and looked all over the school. In every classroom. The infirmary. The war room. The rec room. Okay, I get it. For frick's sake. But no matter where we looked, there was no sign of her. We regrouped in the gym. She's not here. We can't find her anywhere. Commune, where did you go? Stay calm, Nozomi. It's okay, we're gonna find her. But if we still haven't found her, it's possible someone took her. What? If it was Ima or Kako, they might have already taken her outside the school. Since there's no point if you don't hunt them outside, then we need to hurry. We should all search outside. We ran through the entrance into the schoolyard in search of Commune, but we found someone blocking our way. The sponsor. What's the rush? It's a track and field day. Move, we don't have time for you right now. I'm sorry. It's like saying to Bowser, move, I don't have time for you, you freaking boss. We squeezed past the sponsor and started to run for the wall of fire. Are you perhaps looking for someone? I skidded to a halt in the dirt and whirled around to face the sponsor. Don't tell me. Did you take Commune? Commune? I think that was supposed to be the sponsor, but it had Nozomi's name on top, and so I got confused. How? Of all the people to find her, why the sponsor? Where are you hiding her? Give her back! Give her back right now! No, Nozomi, if you attack them, you'll be breaking the rules! Tsubasa just barely managed to restrain Nozomi from grabbing the sponsor. Sponsor, you abducted her, didn't you? Oh my god, you snatched a little girl, you big freak. You better give her back. Make it quick and I won't tell everyone you're a sick pedo. Can we leave words like abducted and pedo out of this? I was just doing your job of capturing a stray invader loitering on school property. You should be thanking me. I knew it. She must have realized we were fighting and gone to check on us. Unfortunately, she must have run into the sponsor. Give her back! Give Commune back!
お願いだから、私の妹を返してよ!
The sponsor silently stared at Nozomi as she screamed. They must have found it amusing. They love toying with people's emotions. What do you want, sponsor? What do we have to do to get you to give her back? Tell us what you want right now. Can you stop accusing me of kidnapping? I swear I didn't snatch that invader girl. Liar. Then where is she? What a strange question. She's been with you this whole time. With us? What? What are you even saying? I mean, I just can't. Oh! Yeah. God. Oh my God. Oh, earlier. Handed her out? You mean the syringes? What do those have to do with... Then it hit me. A vicious chill ran down my spine. I immediately pulled the syringe out of my pocket. No. No way. That's Doxia's cryptoglobin in there. It has to be. It wasn't all that much, but that little girl had some cryptoglobin inside of her. I sucked it out and put it in that syringe along with Doxia's. A special blood donation service for my highest workers. The sponsor's laughter echoed across the school grounds. My head spun, and I nearly collapsed on the spot. That means, while we were fighting Doxia, Commune was already... No! You're lying! You have to be lying! Yeah, I don't believe it. You're messing with us. If that's what you think, then take a look. Maybe you'll at least manage to find her body. Commune, where are you? Zomi was walking on unsteady legs, her expression stunned. Commune, where are you? Answer me, please! After that, we walked every inch of the school in search of Commune. The sponsor was just lying. There was no way she could be dead. That's what we wanted to believe, but... After night fell, we found a body in the corner of the schoolyard. It was drained of cryptoglobin and completely desiccated. But we were sure it was her. Wait, Nozomi! I couldn't stop her. She was mad with grief knowing her little sister had been killed. Driven by pure loathing, she charged at the sponsor. Nozomi's attack didn't even graze them through the protection of the bees. And as a punishment for violating the rules, she was executed. Shit. This isn't a bad end. Oh! We did an entire fight. Holy crap. Wow, that one misled me. Do I have to do that battle again? I was very proud of that battle. Alright, well, I feel better that the good ending for this route is not Commune dying, because she was really cute and I liked her a lot. But I am a little upset that I have to go and redo that fight. Well, maybe not. Maybe it'll be different. Maybe the sponsor will have cryptoglobin or something. Anyways, this has been an hour, so I think it's a decent spot to end. So we will go back to that and I guess choose the sponsor. Yeah. I guess if we have to fight him again, we know what's going to happen. Anyways, thank you as always for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, my lovelies, and I'll see you next time. Well, the sponsor versus Doxia wasn't really like an evil versus not evil thing. It was just like... Kill the baby! Yes, because apparently the evil thing is the continuation of this route. I'm sorry, child. There's no other way. I have to kill the baby. It was my responsibility as leader to ensure everyone made it to the artificial satellite safely. I still don't think the artificial satellite is safe, but whatever. For that to happen, I had to stain my hands with blood one last time.
Ah,
But I can't do it now. Someone was bound to notice me walking into the defense room in broad daylight. I don't want anyone to see me doing this. I decided I would do it secretly, in the middle of the night, away from the watchful eyes of others. Fuck. We really are becoming Ato, aren't we? In the middle of the night, I quietly made my way to the door in the front of the defense room. The baby's on the other side of this door. He was generating undying flames in his capsule even as I stood there. The door was protected by undying flames too. They would rekindle almost instantly, even with repeated use of fire extinguishers. With undying flames that not even fire extinguishers could put out, this room was an impenetrable fortress. But that wouldn't be a problem for me in this enhanced suit. The suit Hideko retrieved for us at the cost of her life and the suit Ato left behind. Commune combined the materials of both to create an enhanced suit that could withstand the heat of undying flames. If the undying flames can't hurt me, this door is no longer unassailable. And this hydraulic hammer should be more than enough to break it down. Guys, I'm going to get us what we need. Cryptoglobe and we need to launch the escape pod. As I mumbled those words under my breath, I took a step closer to the door. And then he showed up. It's been a while! Hey, buddy! What the? You! The ghost voice suddenly manifested in front of the very door, protecting his physical form. He chose a really bad time to show up again after such a long absence. Why are you so surprised? Aren't you here to kill me? It's been a while since I did his voice. I don't remember what I did. No, of course not. You don't need to hide it from me, Takumi. I have a good grasp of the situation. You need to kill me for my cryptoglobe and to power the escape pod you found underground, right? How did you know? I thought you weren't feeling well enough to move around. To inform you about something, I will keep it short. I am not feeling very well right now. Not feeling well? In what sense? Right. You can't tell because I'm in this form. Basically, I'm sick. How did that happen? There is a particular space known as a blood space in this world. It is a distinct space filled with cryptoglobe and energy. However, a malicious aura from the future has been seeping into a certain part from that space. My true form, the baby, is being badly affected by that aura. This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago, and I suddenly recovered. For the last few days, I've been going around the school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. That's when I saw you discussing my assassination with a girl I'd never seen before. You heard me talking with Commune? You were talking about whether or not you would kill me. I've been watching you since yesterday to see what decision you'd end up making. And as I expected, you've decided to kill me. So you're here to stop me. I wish I could. After all, who would want to die right after recovering from an illness? Unfortunately, my powers are useless against you. Undying flames have no effect on that strange suit you're wearing. That's why you wore it here, right? Looks like my guess was correct. I'm powerless to stop you from committing this crime. Suddenly, something happened to the undying flames protecting the door. They completely vanished. Did you do that? But why? It's pointless to fight back. I've decided to accept my death gracefully. Go ahead and kill me, Takumi. It's okay. The escape pod needs my cryptoglobin to fly, right? You're willing to die to help us? All of you have been fighting so hard to defend my body from the invaders after all. It's only right that I do something for you in return. I was touched to my core by the baby's kind-heartedness. Now we could go to the artificial satellite without fighting V. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
その脱出ポットには隅野くんだけは乗らないでくれ。
Oh, wait. What? Why not?
ああ、
Think about it. Think about everything you've done. You killed Eito before he even did anything on day 2. And now you're trying to kill a defenseless baby. You're dangerous. Letting you on that satellite could cause trouble for a lot of people. So I want you to die with me here on this planet. It seemed like the ghost boy had got the impression I was some kind of heartless serial killer. But who could blame him? I'd killed a lot of people, and now I was trying to do the same to him. If you promise me you won't take the escape pod to the artificial satellite, I'll give you my word. I'll let you use me as fuel without any resistance. Did I want to stay behind on Earth by myself? Of course not. I had my own dreams, and I wanted to see how the others fulfilled theirs as well. I couldn't bear to accept this condition, but... Alright. I promise. I won't get on that escape pod. Are you lying? I made a promise I didn't intend to keep. The baby would be dead by then, so it wouldn't matter anyway. That's a relief. My life won't have been wasted if I can take you down with me. Wow. He sounded truly relieved when he said that. A moment later, he vanished. I just can't seem to get away from the bad guy role. Communicating directly with the person I was about to kill only added to the weight of my guilt. There was no time for hesitation. It was time to carry out my final murder. Oh, whoa, oh! We really are in the bad guy route, aren't we? There was no need to stay in the suit now that the undying flames were gone. I took it off and transformed into my class armor instead. Then I started breaking down the door. We really are turning into Eito. Without the flames to protect it, it didn't stand a chance. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under my attacks. The damage grew heavier and heavier. Until at long last, it was completely destroyed. I dashed right into the defense room without stopping. With a loud cry, I charged toward the baby's capsule. I had a strong feeling my guilt would paralyze me if I hesitated for even a moment. So I just kept running with all my strength. Don't stay calm. Get agitated. Throw out all your common sense. I kept repeating those words to myself as I raised my sword and with a racing heart, sliced through the capsule with the baby still inside it.
システムダウン、システムダウン。緊急事態発生、緊急事態発生。予備電源に切り替わりました。至急システムを復元してください。
The emergency announcement began playing as I took the baby's body out of the capsule.
オールシステムエラー、緊急事態発生。予備電源が消失します。完全にシャットダウンします。完全にシャットダウンします。
The lights went out. I quickly ran through the darkened school campus. I handed the body over to Commune, who had been waiting in the storeroom. Akemi, you did as I asked. I'm sorry you always have to be forced to take on the painful responsibilities. I am truly sorry. Never mind that. Just get the escape pod ready. I'll go call the others. I ran up the stairs of the school toward the roof. Wake up, everyone! Head to the escape pod hangar right now! Wake up! The escape pod is ready! I pounded on every door of the roof to wake everyone up. Huh? What happened? Is there an enemy attack? Just head to the hangar now. Everybody, wake up! I ferried my confused friends towards the underground hangar. Everybody crowd into the escape pod.
どういうこと？レシネスの血がないと脱出ポットは起動しないはずじゃ。もしかして代わりの血が見つ
使ったの？
They even know about the baby?
でもベシネスの代わりなんていなくない？
っていうかベシネス軍の攻撃は大丈夫なんすか？ここに来るときにふと窓の外見たらなぜか炎の壁がなくなってたんすけど、今この学園ってものすごい無防備なんじゃ。
炎の壁のエネルギー源って確か炎の壁が消えた。それはつまりそしてそのタイミングで脱出ポットが起動している。
Put it out of your mind.
となるとこのポットを動かしている燃料は
隅のまさか。
The jig was up. My friends had figured out I'd done the unforgivable once more. I closed my eyes and kept silent, fearful that they would turn on me. However, Tsubasa and Yugamu each took one of my hands into theirs and squeezed hard, tightly without saying anything. I'll share your guilt with you. That was what it felt like they were trying to tell me.
ごめんね、隅野くん。
隅野先輩、自分たちのために手をよ。
これはみんなの罪。そんな辛い役割誰に押し付けちゃえばよかったの。
Yeah, no kidding. One by one, the others started commiserating with me. The moment it hit me they weren't going to despise me, tears of relief started welling up in my eyes. It made my desire to go to the artificial satellite with these people even stronger than before.
神谷、発射まであとどれくらいだ？
もうちょいじゃ。シークエンスは順調に進んでおる。
This feels
あ
weird.
とはポット内のサブ AI をだまくらかして今日が100日目だと誤認させれば。
As soon as she said that... Uh-oh. The inside of the pod started shaking, making it difficult for us to keep standing.
皆の者、席につけ。少々手荒な発射になる。8G は覚悟しておけ。
8G ってなんすか？電波？
多分発射時に体にかかる重力のことじゃないかな。
8G ってどれぐらい重いの？体を固定しないと心臓がもげるぐらい。みんな早く席ついて。
We quickly found our seats and buckled up. At around the same time...
これより400秒後に全方位攻撃を開始します。全方位攻撃までの防衛活動は迎撃システムに引き継がれます。特防隊の皆さんは速やかに校庭に射出される脱出ポットに乗船してください。
The announcement that was supposed to play on day 100 blared out from the hangar speakers. Commune had successfully hacked the system and tricked the AI into thinking it was day 100. I wonder if there's a route, maybe it's the true end, where we can save the boy. My heart was racing and my breathing became faster. Finally, we were returning to the artificial satellite. All our dreams were going to come true. I don't believe it. I believe they'd kill Commune on sight.
路上の子供たちにこういうのたくさん作ってあげようと思って。
路上のガキンチョたちをひもじさから救い出すのが自分たちの罪滅ぼしですからね。
今度は救うんだ。それが私の
I
罪
don't
滅ぼし
believe
だから
it.
ね。
But maybe we'll get another little
もし
hint,
も
like
物
the
語で
first
た
time.
くさんの人を救うことができたらさ。それはもう立派なヒリコ様でしょ。長かった。ああ、しかしこれで全て終わりじゃ。次のアナウンスとともにこのポットは一度校庭へと射出され、その後すぐに人工天体へと出発じゃ。
これより390秒後に全方位攻撃を開始します。
As the second announcement played, the shaking in the escape pod became even more intense.
ついに発射だ！出発進行！
特防隊の皆さんは速やかに校庭に射出される脱出ポットに乗船してください。
いざ宇宙へ。
なんかドキドキしてきたっす。
まもなく全方位攻撃が開始されます。
終わったね、スミノ君。
ああ、長い悪夢を見ていた気がするよ。
脱出ポットに乗船後、速やかに出発してください。
This long and hellish nightmare of ours was finally ending today. We were going to the artificial satellite.
繰り返します。まもなく全方位攻撃が。
I don't trust it. I do not trust it. Huh? The announcement got cut off halfway. It wasn't just the announcement, all the mechanical noises around us had stopped. The inside of the pod was eerily silent. What's happening?
どうしたの？電池切れ？
発射がリセットされてしまったのかい。
神、これは。
なぜじゃ？このタイミングで発射が止まるはずは。
Is it because we're on the pod? Commune stood up from her seat in a fluster and booted up the internal PC to check what had caused the disruption.
推進剤のエネルギー不足じゃと？そんな、ありえぬ。
赤子の遺血でも脱出ポットを飛ばすには至らないということ。
まさかそんなはず。あいつの遺血の力は桁外れのはずだ。
ああ、だから不足なんてありえぬのじゃよ。事実、つい先ほどまではエネルギーがありすぎて逆に困っていたくらいじゃった。
Commune kept staring at the screen, completely stunned.
推進剤のエネルギー量が今この瞬間もどんどん下がり続けておる。なんじゃ、わらわたちを空に飛ばすことを拒絶しているかのような。
The moment Commune said that, I suddenly remembered what had transpired before. The promise I made to the baby just before he died. I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
その脱出ポットにはスミノ君だけは乗らないでくれ。
Was the escape pod being stalled from taking off because I broke my promise? Was his will preventing me from reaching the artificial satellite? I should have gotten off the pod the moment I realized I was the one holding it back. Everyone would be saved then. Everyone except me, but... I just couldn't give up on my dream. Becoming roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, Dorumi on the artificial satellite, happily living day to day despite being dirt poor. I did the unforgivable so that we could all attain that dream together. Killing all those people would be for nothing if I died here. I couldn't bear to get off the escape pod. Weighed down by my hopes and dreams for the future, my body simply refused to move.
どうにかならないんすか？
Isn't there anything we can do?
血が足りないってんなら自分を殺して血を使ってくださいっす。
ある？
誰みなも使っていいよ。翼様が生き残るんならダルミ本望だし。何言ってるのさ、二人とも。そんなのダメに決まってるじゃん。お兄ちゃん、落ち着いて。
No. I should be the one to get off. A leader shouldn't cling to life so disgracefully. It was my duty to sacrifice myself and save the others. Get off. Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off! Get off the stupid pod, Takumi! But I still couldn't muster up the resolve. The thought that I'd never see my friends again paralyzed me. Nozomi, Ima, Kako, Dorumi, Yugamu, Commune, and... I would never see Tsubasa again either. The announcement alerting us that time was up echoed through the inside of the pod.
敵勢力侵入、敵勢力侵入。遠区域に敵勢力からの攻撃を感知。直ちに防衛モードを展開します。
He must have mobilized her army to attack the school after noticing the wall of fire had disappeared. There was no time for us to escape anymore. Our big gamble had failed. All because I shamelessly tried to survive alongside the others. We quickly rushed out of the pod to take on V and her troops. At end, the invader army wasn't as large as I had imagined. V must have organized her troops in a hurry to seize the window of opportunity while the wall of fire was down. We were more or less evenly matched with her hastily thrown together squad. Invaders came swarming from the school from all directions, and all we could do was kill, 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 kill. Interesting. By around daybreak, we had virtually annihilated all invaders except for V and her main force. All that remained was the Supreme Commander herself. If we could take her out, we could survive this. We were so close to a miraculous victory, but it wasn't meant to be. Our greatest weapon, the Revival-matic, broke down from overuse. Unable to come back to life, we started losing our lives one after another. I'm actually surprised that the murder route was not the correct route. And in the end, that we barely managed to defeat V, she took each and every one of us down with her. Huh. Well, okay, so that's interesting. That's so mean. Killing game route, so close and yet so far. Ah. I was sure that, because every time they make me make a choice, it's like the opposite one that you would think would be the good one. Like, leave Moko behind was the correct choice. Kill Ava was the correct choice. So I thought for sure killing the baby was the correct choice. And I say correct choice like that because fucking not a correct choice. It's a evil choice, but I figured this route was evil Takumi, so, you know, whatever. Anyways, we're gonna stop here because as we've seen before, sometimes when we go to the other route, and especially if the other route is the correct route, it's gonna be like an episode in itself. So I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. And once again, I don't mind getting the dead ends because I'm gonna go back and try to get them anyways. So like, whether we continue or not, it really doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna go back and do all the dead ends that we didn't get. And at least now I remember what the frick is happening. So like getting it now and I can go back. And then also we just saw that we can skip battles if we already did them, which is so nice. I was so worried about that. I was like, I don't want to fight it again. So that was really nice. Okay, anyways, so as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, my lovely bunny friends, and I'll see you next. Maybe it's like a dual thing. Day 100! We're gonna keep going because this is probably the end of this arc. And I'm very curious to see what happens. And then came day 100. We all boarded the escape pod together. Aww. And finally blasted off into space. Hey, last time we stayed behind. So this will be interesting.
More もうすぐ新天地だね、妹ちゃん。着いたら何食べよっか。
おーい、赤子よ、聞こえておるか？もうすぐ人工天体じゃぞ。赤子くん、人工天体に着いたらすぐにそこから出してあげるからね。何も心配いらないよ。お姉ちゃんが
Excuse me,
責任持ってあな
that's
たを
me
育
and
ててあげますから
Sabasa's
ね。
child. Thank you.
この赤子育てる気？こいつわらわの弟になんの？楽しみだな。人工天体での新生活。友達とシェアハウスなんて初めてだよ。着いたらすぐに物件内覧の予約入れよ。
I feel like this is not gonna
今日
happen.
入れよ。
ああ、でもさすがに明日からにしておかないか。今日は体を休めたり。
そんなのんびり構えてどうするのさ。物件探しは時間との勝負だよ。隅の気合が足りてないんじゃない？
ああ、悪かったから。
隅野くんは早速尻に敷かれているね。
That's true.
カカア殿下に疲れたらいつでも私の部屋に逃げ込んできていいんだよ。
匠忘れんなよ。ダルミだって一緒に住むんだからな。ダルミの目盗んで翼様とイチャつこうなんて考えんなよ。
I don't believe it. It's too
翼様と
happy.
最初にキスしたのはダルミだからな。
Yeah, and I blew you up for it.
よろしく。
雨宮、お前とはいずれ決着をつけなくてはいけないようだな。
As we bantered, the artificial satellite slowly drew closer. I'm curious. I'm so curious. We knew our life there wouldn't always be sunshine and rainbows, of course. As returning war veterans, we probably feel out of place in civilian society. Life may not play out exactly as we imagined. I wouldn't even put it past them to treat us as war criminals, the ones who let the Exodus project fail. And there would be plenty of sleepless nights as we remembered the terrible things we had done. We had seen and experienced too much death to ever live in complete peace. But together we could handle anything. No matter what the future ended up throwing at us, there was no trial we couldn't overcome together. I don't believe it. As long as we had each other and the light of hope, we could go anywhere and do anything. That was the lesson we had learned from the last 100 days of death and betrayal. We would never lose sight of that ray of hope we fought so hard to grasp. That was the promise I made to myself as we finally set foot on the artificial satellite. Are we gonna get any final scenes, or is it just gonna stop there? Ah! Damn it! Well, no, last time it did give us a final something. So let's skip that. Ending 87, killing game route, hope from despair. As to like... some of these endings might give us some more hints as to things. Also, I really like how it has a check mark when we've already done it, so no. And like I said, a lot of these might just end up in bad ends. Bad ends, dead routes, Tsubasa dead, you know. But that's fine. I want to see everything. I want to do everything in this game. So, I don't need your help. I'll find more school invaders myself. Stubborn little Takumi. I'd really rather see Tsubasa die than accept my help. I won't let that happen. After firmly turning down the sponsor's offer for help, I walked out of the leisure lounge. Then I returned to my room and waited for morning to come. I went outside to hunt for invaders with my usual party and the newly recruited Darumi. We got on the bus and Tsubasa drove us far out into the wilderness as she could. An abandoned hospital. Ooh. An art gallery we stumbled upon. And a massive high-rise building. We spent 2 days searching in all kind... Oh, see, it looks like this is a bad end. But even then... Maybe they'll run away. On the night of day 77, we still hadn't found any invaders, let alone killed them. Damn it! Why aren't there any invaders anywhere? The enemy must have recalled all their troops still loitering around in the vicinity of the school. Probably so we can't hunt them anymore. What do we do now? Mr. Tsubasa's in last place. I don't want her to die. Just kill me for the police now, please. I already said no to that. What's the point of you dying to keep me alive? Make me sad like that one more time and I'll never take a bath with you again. They're bathing together? No, wait, don't be distracted by that. Tomorrow's the last day of the 3rd round. If we can't earn enough points by tomorrow, Tsubasa will be executed at midnight. Killed Takamaru. I guess having a rematch with Doxia is the only way out now. Yugamu had quietly made the suggestion. That super strong commander? I didn't even have time to move during the last fight with him. Yeah, but beating him seems like the only way for us to save Tsubasa. I figure we should give it a shot. I have a feeling we might bump into him somewhere in the desert. Taking our chances with a ridiculously powerful enemy rather than sit around doing nothing was just the kind of reckless plan Yugamu would come up with. I suddenly remembered something the sponsor had said before. That's right where you belong! The more desperate someone gets, the more they're willing to dirty their hands to change their situation. How exciting! We just killed Takamaru. We were in such a tight spot that taking a major risk was the only way to turn things around. How's this sound? We'll head for the desert first thing tomorrow morning, find Dalxia and take him down.
That's the only way, right? Well, fine. Too bad for you, Dalxia. That old man popped me like a balloon before. I need to get my revenge.
Right. Feeding him will help us get the cryptoglobin for escape pod fuel as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. Despite our headstrong proclamations, the grim smiles on our faces betrayed our true feelings. For all our psyching ourselves up, deep inside, everyone knew it was virtually impossible for this plan to work. Why don't you just run away? I found myself unable to sleep even as the clock ticked over from midnight into the new day. Is this really going to work? Once morning came, we would be seeking out the powerful warrior Dalxia for battle. Our goal was to earn enough points to pull Tsubasa out of last place. It was the only option we had. Still, we all knew how terrifyingly strong Dalxia was from our last battle. None of our attacks could even scratch him back then. Isn't there another way? An easier target to earn a large amount of points from. Suddenly, an image surfaced in my head. Takamaru! Ah! Yes! The faces of Takamaru and his team. Since everyone in the special defense unit were targets as well, if we killed them, Tsubasa would be safe. No! What am I even thinking? I shook my head vehemently in an attempt to shake that horrifying thought from my mind. How could I abandon my scruples like that? Am I really that desperate? Trying to solve this by killing other friends was out of the question. I'd be playing right into the sponsor's hands. Come on, think, what are our other options? Something with a high success rate that didn't involve harming our allies and ensured Tsubasa's survival. I tossed and turned in my bed, thinking the problem over all through the night. There had to be a better way to save Tsubasa from certain execution. Before long, morning had arrived. Wait, that's it! As the morning sun lit up my room, a light bulb lit up in my head. I had found a way to save Tsubasa. Not just that. This method would prevent all future deaths in the game as well. I quickly went about getting things ready for my newly hatched plan. Once I was done... Interesting. Run? Are we running? Tsubasa and I took the school bus out of the academy together. After we reached flat ground, Tsubasa switched the bus to cruise control and came to sit by me. What's this all about, Takumi? You made me drive off in such a hurry. I mean, I don't mind, but shouldn't we have gotten Yugamu and Dorumi as well? They don't have to come along for this. This is our escape, just you and me. Our escape?
Oh.
Yes, we're running away. Why didn't you do that from the first place? From the sponsor and their bees. I looked up to the sky from the window and saw a single bee tailing the bus. That bee was the game monitor, put there to stop the participants from escaping the hunt. It would follow us to the ends of the earth, so running away was pointless. Or so we had been made to think. The truth was... Will that bee really follow us everywhere we go?
Oh.
If we use the bus to cover more ground, maybe we can wear it down eventually. But that bee's physical abilities have been enhanced with Anima. It's not going to get tired that easily, right? I have no idea, but it's worth a shot. No one's ever seriously tried running away from the game before. If we do manage to get away safely, you'll be saved. Not only that, but no one else will need to be executed in your place either.
Oh.
Because according to the rules, only the person in the last place of each round gets executed. If Tsubasa kept running away while she was in last place, nobody would ever be executed again. Interesting. That was how the game would have to go according to its own rules. But doesn't that mean we'll never be able to go back to the school? Yeah, but don't worry. I've stocked the bus with more than enough food, water, and fuel to last us for a long, long time. It's not the food I'm worried about. Why are you here with me? Now you can't go back either.
Oh.
Me? Don't sweat it. Just like that? Shouldn't you think this through a little more? What's there to think about? Tsubasa was the most important person in the world to me, so I chose to go with her. It was as simple as that. Takumi, you really are an idiot. She smiled, looking a little exasperated with me. You're so reckless. Or maybe daredevil is a better word in this case.
Oh.
Aww. What were you expecting? Love is blind, after all. Love? Cut it out, you sound like some sleazy pickup artist. Tsubasa ran back to the driver's seat with a bright red face. After that, we continued to drive the bus, never stopping once. Tsubasa taught me how to drive so I could take over on roads with fewer obstacles. A few hours after driving around in shifts, I looked out the window and realized something.
いないぞ。バスを追いかけてきてたハチがいなくなってる。
本当？ついに諦めてくれたんだね。
ああ、でもまだ油断はできないぞ。もっと遠くまで逃げ続けよう。
We kept on driving the bus for a few more hours. Eventually, it became dark outside.
前が全然見えないや。ライトつけちゃダメかな。
ライトはさすがにまずいんじゃないか。虫は光に敏感って聞くし。
この辺は障害物が多すぎて自動運転も無理そうだし、一旦止めるしかないか。
ああ、ハチが追ってくる様子もないし、朝まで車体と体を休めよう。
I'm worried. We found a spot behind some ruins where we could park the bus and nap until morning. We huddled together under the same blanket, just like the last time.
逃避行大成功だ
I
ね。
have a feeling we're gonna wake up surrounded by bees.
主催者のやつ、今頃慌ててるだろうな。最下位の川名を処刑できなくて。
The execution had been scheduled to take place at midnight, but it was already long past that time. We'd successfully escaped from the invader hunt.
はあ、それにしてもほっとしたよ。正直ダルシャーに勝つなんて無理だと思ってたからさ。今日が命日になるかもしれないと思って、昨日は全然眠れなかったんだ。
バカだな。俺が川名を死なせるはずがないだろ。前に約束したじゃないか。俺がずっと川名を守るって。
Every time he says that, I feel a little like I'm betraying Karuha, but different route.
じゃあ、明日も守ってくれる？
ああ、明日も明後日も、その先もずっとな。
I kept whispering to Tsubasa that I would protect her forever. That must have made her feel safe because a few minutes later... Oh, I thought we were gonna get another kiss. She closed her eyes and her breathing started to even out. She was probably tired from the stress and driving all day. I leaned my body against hers and decided to turn in for the night as well. And that was how I fell asleep with the comforting feel of Tsubasa's warmth next to me. I'm super worried. Maybe that was why I had the most beautiful dream that night. A dream I was having a nice... Oh, see? Betraying Karuha. Mom was smiling happily. Karuha and I were smiling happily. It was a scene of a time when I was still ignorant, of a place I held dear in my heart. I had a burning desire to take Tsubasa there. I'd promised to do that for her before. If I showed up at home with a girl, even one who wasn't Karuha, I bet my mom would be jumping for joy. She'd cook enough to feed an entire village. So much Tsubasa would feel bad she couldn't eat it all. I would eat surrounded by those I loved. How I longed for that day to come. That was my dream now. I wanted to introduce Tsubasa to my family. We could make it come true. I was sure of it, now that we had safely escaped from the killing game. Oh, I'm worried. Fuck! Oh my god! Oh, that's awful! Oh, shit. Oh. I no longer had to live in fear that my loved ones might die. Tsubasa and I would always be together. I would always be there to protect her. Today, tomorrow, And forever until the end of time. Oh, that is so gruesome. This game is gruesome, yo. I actually thought for a second that the ending was gonna be like... they ran away, but then never got... Not like it anyway. Either way, it might be a bad end, so... But that's okay, we're trying to get all endings, so even if it is a bad end, it's just... We just go back. No, I can't do it. I can't kill you, Ava. You're not thinking clearly, Takumi. I mean, it was the same with Moko. I was like, oh, sacrificing people doesn't seem like a good idea, but then in the end, sacrificing Moko was the right path. Although I think this path is wrong, and to begin with, everybody's dead. Takumi, if you don't kill me now, Nozomi will die. But I just can't. You're basically an ally to us at this point. Listen to me. You need to do this for Nozomi. You must kill me. Press that button now. You two, what's this killing stuff all about? It's like this, Nozomi. I explained the situation. I told her how Ava was offering to die in order to save her. You can't be serious, Ava. I would never kill you to keep myself alive. Just being able to see you again was good enough for me. I'm ready to die now. Do not speak of death so easily. A kind-hearted child like you deserves to keep on living. I'll say it again. Kill me now, quick, before it's too late. Ava kept yelling at Nozomi to kill her, but Nozomi wouldn't give in. You have to do it. You have to kill me. Why won't you listen to me? Her loud shouts slowly softened into anguished cries. Her desperate pleading was suddenly interrupted by another voice. Fuck, Takamaru's gonna come over and kill her, isn't she? You wanna... Oh, fuck you. You wanna die so much, Ava? You won't mind if I kill you myself, then. Huh? Takamaru! Kill him again! Didn't think Ava'd be here, too. We get to hunt 2 commanders at once. Lucky us! This called for commanders already dead. Killing Ava to put us in a safe spot for a long time to come. Damn it, I forgot about them. I should have known these point grubbers might find Ava as well. Sorry, Takamaru, but if it's Ava you want, you'll have to get through me first. Maybe if we kill them, we'll get points, and it'll all work out. You bet. I've been waiting to get revenge for you. You realize we could have left you dead. You're not getting away this time, Ava. Takamaru, please. You can't kill Ava. She has a daughter. Do you really want to make that innocent girl an orphan? Nozomi made a last-ditch attempt to appeal to Takamaru's compassion, but to no avail. Come get some, Takumi. Can we please kill these people? Please. A fierce fight. I'm feeling this is a bad end because we're not getting to actually fight. Against our allies broke out over Ava's fate. Takumi! Nozomi! Halfway through, Tsubasa and Yugamu spotted us and joined the battle, making it even more intense than before. When Nozomi got injured, Ava lost her cool and transformed, throwing everything into greater confusion. You dare hurt my daughter! You're no mother, just a freaky school invader. This feels like a bad end, which I think is stupid because we literally killed them earlier. So why would we not win this time, especially with the commander on our side? We kept fighting each other to the point that we became unable to clearly discern who was on whose side. Finally, in this enemy base far, far away from the academy. Oh, maybe it'll be... This is bullshit. This is bullshit because we literally beat Takamaru and the others earlier, so why can't we beat them now? Especially when we have a commander on our side. That's stupid. The special defense unit was completely annihilated. Not by the enemy, but by each other. Yeah, I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with that one. We literally beat them in just before. Man. Battle for Ava's points. I'm so tired of these commanders just walking away and I don't get to do anything about it. So tired. I think this might actually be a decision between Moko and Nozomi. No, you can't expect us to agree to that. Forsooth, Lady Moko. It's all for one and one for all. Don't be a pig-headed numbskull, Takumi. You just don't get it. I told you I made a promise to Kurata. I promised her I'd protect the girls. It's your girl, too. Actually, that doesn't matter. It's my duty to protect every member of the Alliance. But that means Nozomi will. How about we continue this conversation after we beat the commander? A grueling battle against the Squad 10 commander raged on. Oh, is this gonna be a dead end? I haven't gotten a dead end yet. I've been very shocked. It also would make me mad, because I just want to beat these commanders. Whenever we backed him into a corner, he would slip away again, recover, and the whole process began all over again. His ability to turn back time made the battle drag on, but after a long while... We don't even get to fight it. We unleashed a concentrated attack on him and, at long last, we brought the Squad 10 commander down once and for all. Nozomi! Nozomi! Once the commander had fallen, we rushed over to Nozomi to check on her. When we got there, we were relieved to find she was still breathing. Oh! If we took her back to school and treated her right away, she could still be saved. Don't die on us, Nozomi. We ran back to the academy as quickly as we could, carrying Nozomi the whole way. Don't die, Nozomi! Hold on just a little longer. As I ran, I prayed hard for Nozomi to survive this. I didn't want to see yet another friend dying on me, especially not Nozomi. I came all the way back to prevent her death in the first place. All that would be for nothing if she died now. Maybe that's an end too, like if she dies. Once we get back, I'll grab Dugamu and get him to treat Nozomi's injuries. He's so familiar with the human body, this shouldn't be a problem for him. I kept going through the steps I'd taken in my mind as I ran with all my might. Hey guys, was this... What? Was this school always so far away? We'd been running for a while now, but we couldn't see the wall of fire. Not even a single flame. The huge wall had been a major landmark. It wasn't the kind of thing we could just miss. That's really strange. We're definitely not lost, though. Perhaps we've been shrunk? Anyway, this is the right direction, so let's just keep going. All of us clearly felt this was an ill omen. Nevertheless, we kept running in the direction where the school should be. When we finally arrived, an astonishing sight greeted us. Huh? Another commander. What? We could barely recognize the school. What happened here? Are you sure this is the right school? Isn't this second to last offense? Or maybe not, I don't know. I found it hard to believe this was really our school too. But it was. It was practically in ruins, but there was no mistaking it. Well, that's still it. Look, I'm just gonna say this. If the sponsors are from the satellite like I thought they were, they're stupid. Because this is exactly what happened. Now it made sense why that commander fought so inefficiently and kept dragging the battle out. He was trying to buy the other commanders time to launch their attack, and I'd fallen for the enemy's gambit, leaving the school poorly defended. That, in turn, had led to its destruction. Oh, did we get our first wrong end? Oh! I think we got our first wrong end. I'm actually pretty proud of how far we went. Shortly after we arrived back, Nozomi died from her injuries. Now that we'd lost our base, we didn't even have anywhere to erect a tombstone for her. All we could do was wander around the town ruins for the rest of our lives. Oh, we just got our first bad end. Awesome. Wait, is it gonna say wrong end or? No, wait, it's making me go through the... Wow. I'm actually quite surprised at that being the wrong end. Oh! Wow. You know what? I'm actually really, really impressed that I made it that far without getting a bad end, because I swear some of those choices I made thinking that it would lead to the bad end. And yet it didn't. Like when we ran in to help Hiroko, I thought for sure that was a death sentence. When we decided to participate in the killing game, I thought for sure that was a death sentence. But no, we just happened to manage to get the right path every time. That's so funny. Okay, well, this one... Is this the one where Hiroko's still alive, so... I'm trying to remember... Okay, so this was right after the invader hunt started, okay? Before we continue this was right after the invader hunt started. And Hiroko and Dorumi ran into that commander. And we jumped out to save Dorumi, and Hiroko died. That's where this is. Yukamu was right. If the anti-sponsor alliance got wiped out now, all hope would be lost. The best we could do was survive and carry on Hiroko's will. As I made to leave, my gaze fell on her, now on the verge of death.
静原、助けられなくてすまない。でも必ず主催者は俺たちの手で倒すから。必ず。
But now we're not picking up the case. And that case was essential, so I feel like this is going to be a bad end. Maybe not, but... Yugamu and I turned around and started running as fast as we could. I'm sorry, Hiroko. I'm sorry. I mumbled words of apology over and over again under my breath as we dashed across the town ruins. We made it back to the school by the skin of our teeth. I threw myself onto the bed once I was in my room, exhausted from the non-stop fighting since morning. But my heart couldn't rest. The weight of my regret grew heavier with each passing moment. Hiroko, Dorumi. I could have saved them if I stepped in. I abandoned my allies to certain death. No, I didn't. I shook my head, yelling in an attempt to reject my self-reproof. By the time I'd seen them, it was already too late. My decision to flee was to avert total annihilation. I made the right choice. I didn't abandon them to die. They were already beyond saving. Is that Yugamu? He might be here to talk about what to do next. Now that Hiroko's dead, we need to have a serious discussion about the future of the anti-sponsor alliance. I opened the door to let Yugamu in, but somebody else was on the other side. Takamaru? Hime and Kako too. What do you guys want? What do we want? Quit playing dumb, you freaking scumbag! Huh? Takamaru grabbed a hold of me, an enraged look on his face. What's this about? Why are you so angry? Why wouldn't we be? 2 of our friends just got killed. 2? You mean Hiroko and Dorumi? We checked their rankings just now and saw they died all of a sudden. That didn't seem right, so we did investigating on our own. And guess what? We received eyewitness reports that confirmed you committed the crime, Mr. Sumino. Oh my god. What crime? Oh my god. You guys are so stupid. Nozomi saw you leaving in a hurry with Hiroko and Dorumi this morning. 2 people you were hanging out with suddenly dropped dead. What do you think that means, genius? I'll tell you what it means. It means you killed them. I didn't. It wasn't me. We went out to hunt invaders together, but then the Squad 3 commander showed up and then... I explained what had happened without going into much detail. I told them about Hiroko, Dorumi, Yugamu, and myself forming a team to carry out a certain operation. When the commander suddenly showed up, he killed Dorumi and Hiroko. Yugamu and I had no choice but to escape. Oh my god, these people. The more I go back, the more I hate them. That's a lie. If I've heard one, it makes a lot more sense to think you're the ones who killed Miss Amamiya and Miss Shizuhara. Those 2 occupied the top positions in the ranking. You must have set them up so you could take their place. Who would kill another person for that? I get it. You don't trust me. You can check with Yugamu, can't you? He can attest to the fact that I wasn't the one to kill them. I don't believe a single word that perverted clown says. Besides, you might just be colluding with each other. Oh my god. Therefore, I'm afraid we have found you guilty on the basis of a long string of circumstantial evidence. And now you're under arrest. Enjoy your stay in the courtyard cage. Don't forget to make friends with Ava. No. We have Ava at this point? No, stop! Let go of me! Calm down and stop resisting. They caught and restrained me before I could say anything more. Interesting. These guys are so stupid. I was thrown into one of the cages in the courtyard. I can't believe the sponsor would like this. I didn't kill them! You've got it all wrong! Let me out of here! No matter how hard I tried to protest, Takemoto refused to listen. I was left to languish in the cage. I stayed in there day after day after day. Eventually, we reached the end of the first round. Oh. But he was so high up. Since I couldn't take part in the hunt anymore, I'd fallen to last place and the bees came for me. You guys are pissing me off even more. Those guys are pissing me off even more. That was a pretty fast one, though. Round 1 loser. Like, this one might literally just be like... You're dead. Sorry, I can't team up with you. I was convinced Yugamu had to be plotting something, given that he went out of his way to approach me after I'd been ostracized. The things he usually talked about already made me uneasy. He probably just wanted to torment me for his own amusement. Oh, for the love of murder. You're a cautious one, aren't you, Takumi? Turning me down is as good as having a death wish, you know. Unless you have someone else in mind.
Oh.
No. I'm not going to team up with anyone. I'll survive by myself. So stop following me. Watch him die, like, instantly. With that, I ran away. I ran and ran until I was nearly out of breath, trying to get away from Yugamu as quickly as I could. This one might be a really quick one. The thought that he might be trying to kill me struck fear into my heart. But no matter how far I ran, I didn't feel safe. After all, I was up against a professional assassin. I continued to run around with heedless abandon. Where am I? I realized I'd ended up in a place I'd never seen before. Where is this? Which direction is the school? You know what? I liked the earlier choices because they were, like, very clear cut. It was like, obviously team up with Yugamu. Obviously save Hiroko. But then they got, like, the thing that you would do is the opposite of what you should do. Like, abandon Moko, kill Ava. Really, yeah. I started looking around at my surroundings. All of a sudden, a huge swarm of school invaders popped out from the shadows. Of all the times to show up! Ugh. I spun around and began to flee. Ooh! Despite my best efforts, I was unable to shake off the pursuing invaders. It's kind of a cute sound. They kept coming after me relentlessly, trying to intimidate me with their weird cries the whole time. I'd been running for what felt like hours, but they were still hot on my tail. In fact, there were now even more invaders than before. And then it finally happened. The invaders managed to completely surround me. I saw no way out. The only thing I can do now is fight, but I can't possibly beat this many invaders by myself. Of course, it was pointless to call for help. I already turned him down. He wouldn't come help me now. Not after I slapped away his offer to work together so thoughtlessly. Why did I turn down his offer to help? Sorry, I'm just trying to get all the endings. I'm sorry. Look, you are me in a sense because we're following you. And so, you know, I don't like watching you get horrible endings. And holy frick, that Tsubasa one. That was nightmare fuel. Like, this game is a horror game. This is like some corpse party level shit going on. Like the one route where Commune, he gave us Commune, I think my heart stopped. That was terrifying. Anyways, I'm sorry, Takumi. I lost my mind after falling out of favor with everyone else and took that frustration out on Yugamu. But all he really wanted was to save my life. It was too late for regrets. I was truly alone now. The invaders were getting more and more excited, like animals licking their lips before a big meal. They'd found me isolated from the others, and now they couldn't wait to start tearing me apart. Slowly and steadily, they inched closer. And the closer they got, the stronger the smell of death became. My breathing quickened. My body was trembling. I instinctively understood that this was the end. As I looked at death in the face, I finally understood how powerless someone who is completely isolated could be. See, this is giving us a hint, too. Somebody who had lost the trust of others, who had lost the ability to trust others. So each of these dead ends are actually, some of them are giving us hints. I mean, obvious hints, right? Like, for the true end, we need everybody alive. And we need to not have killed Eito. Somebody like that was already as good as dead. So the next one back is actually kind of interesting because if you look at this next one, as good as dead.